Morning. Give me a second to share this feed. I forgot I was gonna go live on the other account because I've been having problems even on Mike's shadow banned account. I'm getting more views, which is really sad because his account's really shadow banned. So I think tomorrow I'll try to see if I can get my numbers up going live back on that account again. But give me a second to share this feed. People are just coming to my inbox and saying, you know, the people that I have a pretty steady group of people that regularly watch these feeds and they're not finding them. They're being limited. They're coming to me like, I can't even load your feed when I try to watch it later. You should see the feedback I'm getting off of these feeds, because you know that I've never had under a steady 5K daily on this channel ever. They would vary up to 20K, and I can't even hit 1,000 suddenly in the past, I don't know, maybe a week or two. So crazy things are happening on my channel. Like, I just went to share it and my phone crashed out. I can't share it in New Earth. So crazy things are happening with my videos behind the scenes. So give me a sec to share this. I do give away an activation, and even with hundreds of shares a day, I'm seeing there's barely hundreds of views and something's crazy is going on with my videos. But give me a sec, I'm going to try to get it out there. It just crashed my phone, won't let me. Little Facebook psyops. I don't know how else to describe it all day long, with them deleting my videos and then saying, oh sorry, we thought it violated standards, here, you can have your video back. And things like that. So go ahead and take a second to share this feed out. At least in the groups, like when you guys share them to groups, I know that a lot of times we don't see your posts, like how the Facebook wall works, right? You guys can post something and maybe your friends won't see it or see all your posts, but with the groups we should be pretty much seeing everything. They shouldn't have that problem. So it's kind of crazy I'm having them even in the groups. So go ahead and share this. I give away third eye activation off every video. If you win it, I come find you. And if you're not catching me live, you can still go ahead and share it. You can, you know, get a try every time you share it too. So give me 1 minute. I'm trying to at least put it a couple of places. I'm convinced there's a little share now button. When I just click it for the groups, it doesn't even share it at all. And it just says it did. So I'm doing it manually. Give me 1 sec. Go ahead and drop your name if you're going to want a card. I'm stuck in my own areas anyway. I was trying to explain to someone this morning, I can't even comment in any other group spaces. And my account, it doesn't matter which one I'm on, I'm not even posting in other groups to get that kind of violation, trust me. And so it's really funny to me to watch this stuff, right? And I'm trying to explain, it's almost like I'm quarantined to certain areas, which I'm okay with because, you know, our groups are really clean that I'm hanging out in, and they don't have the same type of issues as the other ones. So I can see why the universe would want to quarantine me energetically to certain areas. So I can't even like comment or share in any groups, probably indefinitely, I would guess. It's been going on months. Okay, let me find the video. I have on some 528 hertz music for you guys. I'm doing a lot of heart chakra healing work because I'm over here by the heart chakra ley lines, and so I've been doing a ton of heart chakra healing on our group, and we really need it too at this point. Alright, I want to talk about, real quick, because I like to rant at the beginning of my video, have coffee and rant before I do my cards, and let me grab them real quick, I didn't even grab them. So, I want to talk about the future of humanity. I'm well aware of the past and places that we've lived. I was just trying to give my boyfriend a little lesson because it's impossible to label how many existences we've had at this point in time. And we brought vast knowledge with us, not of this planet. We carry a lot of wisdom. And you can look at your body, like they say your mind is like a computer, but it's really not. We're emotional beings, and so it's nothing like that. But our body almost is. We have this software, our DNA that we brought with us. And I was trying to explain that we are star seeds, and that we came here a little bit different. We might all look the same, body-wise, but I assure you we're living in the middle of a genetic experiment, and we have much different genetics, okay? As starseeds, we came here with those 12 strands of DNA activated. We were put to sleep, but it's deeper than that. It's more like we had genetic mutation done on us, and we went from 12 strands to 2, and we were shut down through our television, our food, and just everything at play here. And now we have to repair our DNA, and we have to activate it back from the 2 strands to 12 strands, and it's a process. It took you your entire life to get closed down usually. So it doesn't happen overnight. Usually you'll go up like 2 levels of DNA activated every couple months at the most. For me, I keep telling you guys, it took me a really long time to heal the damage done to me so I could activate my DNA. And you could tell if your DNA is damaged, it damages your light body. And I was trying to explain in my video earlier that I walk in, and you guys can see my aura pictures. I'm going to take up a whole room with my energy field hopefully one day, right? I have a huge energy field. It's expanding daily. But the problem is that your aura and your light body are basically going to be a reflection of your DNA. So if you had a lot of genetic damage like me, I was walking around with this aura with a lot of holes in it, and it allows entities to access us. So they are hijacking our DNA to destroy your light body to give themselves spiritual access to you and everything that you are. And it's not something that when people are on a lot of medications, it takes a lot of time to heal your DNA and repair that damage of your light body. We have people in our movements that are coming off of the psych medications and the anxiety medications. I'm telling you, it's a healing process at that point. That's why they're infiltrating everyone with all the medications and convincing you there's something wrong with you. As a starseed, you were targeted from the second you came onto this planet, and there is a dark agenda, and they will stop at nothing to shut down what you are doing and to destroy you from doing your mission. There are dark hierarchies that have controlled this planet for eons. I say eons, right? That's the word I got, eons. They have controlled and enslaved this planet on all new levels. And I know that we get taught we're awake and we've liberated, but that's the farthest thing from the truth. Hence why my feeds are having so much problems. I fell into that reality trap too. I woke up. You guys are watching the process. I woke up. My 3rd dimensional timeline collapsed, and I entered a 4th dimensional prison facility with everyone else. And most people are content with just having their chakras open, their 3rd eye activated, and going and trying to wake up humanity, unfortunately. And there's many other layers and dimensions that we can get to, but these realities have been hijacked, and there are false realities within these real realities. The illusion runs deep, especially in the spiritual. Most of all, around everything around you that you're reading spiritually, that you're picking up on, that you're being taught, it is also serving a dark agenda to take your energy and to enslave you in these false matrices. It was very hard once I realized that. I told you guys that I had some questions at that point, 3 years into my awakening, and I'm teaching, right? I'm a teacher already. I'm doing my feeds. I had some questions finally. Finally, I had the questions. And I'm going to tell you that at that point, I started to encode energy in my own unique ways. And I was already doing a lot of healing work on myself at that point. I was already fully activated, and I had some questions. I think we're not asking the right things, and that might be the problem. And I told you, I describe it nothing but like it was like a Pandora's box opened, and I got all of most of my past life memories, experiences. It was just like all at once, like a Pandora's box. And I can only describe it as I pushed past a veil of magic that was being used to take my memories and knowledge of who I was, because they'll teach you in the spiritual community, just go read about being a Blue Ray and a Pleiadian, and if it resonates, that's you. And that's what they're teaching you. But I wanted my actual memories back, okay? I didn't want people going around, everyone would tell me something different, I'd just be like, oh yeah, okay. Right? Oh, you're this, all around me, and I'm just like, I wanted my actual memories back. I knew that was attainable. From what I was realized being taught, I knew that we could have Akashic access and full Akashic access when we were ready. So even though I was already fully activated at 12 strands, and I should have been very multidimensional, and I was channeling really good, okay, I was. But I still had that block and that disconnect that I seek to push past, and I did. And then my entire life in a minute crumbled and fell in on catastrophic levels. Everything that I have built in my life, it was like a bomb went off. It was like I said, a Pandora's box opened. And when you can see through this stuff in a moment, don't think that you're going to be able to stay where you are. It was really crazy all at once. Like, I had to leave immediately where I was. Like, immediately. I couldn't wait the 3 weeks to go to California. I had to leave that minute. And if I didn't have that seeking, if I had just been content with the things I was teaching and the things I had learned, just because I could have been for my whole lifetime, right? I would have stayed in that reality. But it was a deeper seeking that took me out of it. All of the information that is around these spiritual communities has been written by a dark agenda to enslave people. All of those mirror analogies and healing yourself, it's actually entity tricks so that they can project all over you. And they're the same as the list of narcissistic tactics, which are actually negative entities or demonic entities. And they're all infiltrated in everything spiritual, unfortunately. Everything around us, from the twin flame label to these starseed labels to everything we're being taught around us. And that's my fight right now. It was very hard to liberate out of that enslavement program. It really was. I was serving a dark agenda, and the things I was teaching spiritual, the things people are teaching now, it is serving a dark agenda. And it was really hard. Vanessa did it with me. It was like, we could only describe it as the entire dark forces rose up against us to try to stop me and to imprison me and to enslave me and destroy me on whole new levels that I doubt I could ever put into words. It was very crazy. Like, it was so crazy to experience when I tried to liberate, when I went to leave. Forces rose up to stop me in very real ways through everyone around us with a low frequency. It was just so mind-blowing to see this. And it was so hard to get off that timeline. And when I did, I got thrown in another enslavement program that was much worse, through everything around me being manipulated. That one was harder to get out of. I saw members of my group that have been watching me and learning from me, and I've been teaching them, and they saw my experience just putting it out on film. That's why I do it. And they knew they had to leave too. Once you raise your vibrational frequency enough, the magic's not going to work. That's why these drugs, the number one ingredient I say is magic. It will keep you in their enslavement program, whether you're taking the drugs, the GMO food, whatever it is. It's going to keep you in an enslavement program. And don't think because you're awake, you're not in different ones. People are content with this spiritual seeking. That's to keep you from being in the now and realizing who you are, because you would never read a book ever. You would never, like me, I'm never reading a book ever again. Someone asked me this morning, I will never watch a video ever again. You guys don't even see me on your lives. Never. They will keep you seeking outside of yourself and filling your head with their dark agenda philosophies on the spiritual. Because if you realized and remembered who you were, things would be a lot different. You wouldn't be seeking anything spiritual outside of yourself. We brought the real knowledge with us. It's within us. So they're keeping you busy and occupied and in these layers of ego, whether it's the twin flame, I'm with my twin flame, I'm better than you. Or, you know, the Reiki master, I'm a Reiki master. I see that a lot. These little ego veils around us that perpetuate more and more illusion with these philosophies around us. And this stuff runs deep. Don't think that when dark forces have controlled this entire planet for eons, like I said, these archonic systems, that their control doesn't run deep. They wanted us awake. I'm going to say it again and again. How awake are we if we don't have our memories back? If we're not able to remember our dream and astral experiences? How awake are we? Because I'm seeking a deeper lucidity. I have a long way to go in my own path, and I know that humanity does, but if everyone is content with this ego program of I'm going to wake people up, I'm awake, they're not going to be doing what they came here for. We're feeding the dark agenda and the things that we're teaching in the spiritual community. My friend put a post up, one of my Reiki students too. She already did my classes. She's a healer. She put a post up this morning and she was like, these healers and these readers that are offering healing, that are offering card readings, are doing the most damage around us. Most of these people have no business. They can't heal themselves. And it's dangerous. Why do you think they're posing as healers? Because you're paying them and giving them access to your energy and everything and consenting to it. I see those as the dangers around us that I'm after. That I'm going to smash through those mirrors. Because it's dangerous to me. Be careful who you're going to for healing. I see the ones that are the worst are the free ones, right? I'll do this free healing on you. Those people after come to me crying. This is why I have such a problem with it. Who do you think people go to when they get messed up energetically? I was putting this out there. I had someone come to me. They had a Reiki attunement. They got a rash all over them and started to get very sick. I'm sure you're giving them access to your life force energy. And until you figure out there's something wrong, and you might not till you start to get really sick or have a problem. You need to be careful about your energy for the good of humanity. Nothing to do with you. You're hooked up to a consciousness grid and you're affecting everyone on this planet's vibration. The 3D people are not. We are. Just be very careful with your energy. That's why I've been after my own movements. My own movements. I figured maybe that's why I had to build them. So I will have some power and control in solving these problems around us. Because it's dangerous to us. More dangerous the people in these communities. The people around us. The entities around us. The entities sound more enlightened than me, I'm sure. Oh, they're very tricky. These are dynamic entities. Yeah, it's always the boyfriend, like, who has everything in common with you spiritually that you meet. Yeah, the people that are real open spiritually. The teachers, the healers. They're the ones serving the dark agenda around us. That's why I've been targeted a lot always by a healer, right? We had someone that had a problem in our new AOL group, and they posted an ad up for shamanic healing. I said, you're not allowed to advertise in our groups ever again, and that's why. You're not going to go ahead and advertise in my group and not be a real healer. So listen, this was a witch that attacked us. She's doing shamanic healing packages we see on her thing. She attacked the light workers and the healers and has a negative entity in her that feeds on people, and she's posting healing ads. It's horrifying to me. You need to heal yourself before you can heal others. You need to activate yourself too before you activate others. It's a process. I know people really just think, that you want to help. We're empaths. We want to help and we want to heal everyone. We have healing work to do with ourselves on deep levels. Instead of going around and trying to heal and fix the planet, put the focus back on yourself. When we're going around for this external seeking, it always goes bad. This is about becoming more aligned with the highest forms of light within us. It's about raising our vibrational frequencies. So instead of everyone trying to change the world, it's an illusion. You can't. It's kind of like I say, if I have a mirror and my hair sucks and I go try to change my hair in the mirror, it's working real good, right? You didn't come here to change anything in the world. You came here to work on yourself and heal. And in doing that, you heal humanity. That's how we do this. Not by going out and trying to change political systems. We heal ourselves, and in doing that, it heals an entire consciousness grid and uplifts it. And the frequencies will continue to rise as ours do. And no more darkness can exist on this planet. These archonic systems are already gone. They're on their way out. That's why you see the increase in control battles, entity attacks, political dramas, anything they can to try to keep control. It doesn't matter. We're getting influxes of galactic energies hitting us as we go through these astrological storms and things like that. A lot of people aren't noticing. It doesn't matter. This planet's vibration is slowly rising, and so is yours. And anything of a low vibration isn't going to be able to survive. We came from places that were such a high frequency that if you tried to go there now, we would die. We couldn't even live in those frequencies. We're coming from the lowest frequencies possible on this planet with all of the stuff going on. We came from real low frequencies, being affected by the spiritual. And when you talk about the future of humanity, like I was saying in our group, we're going to be using our entire brains. We don't just have 12 strands of DNA. They are infinite. I look at that like the ladder to heaven. That is ascension, activating your DNA. But we have infinite potential, infinite strands. We can reprogram and rewrite our DNA and recode it. We are going to be using our entire brains. We're coming from a place where everyone is stuck in the reptilian cortex, which is basic needs, basic survival. real service to self. We're already using our third eyes. Hopefully you guys have activated yours, or you are, or have a really good start on this. I'm not just talking to anyone. These are the healers on my feed. If you're here, you're a light worker, a starseed, and a healer, and it's very important. Hence always my seriousness on these feeds. We're going to be using our entire brains. Science doesn't even really have an understanding of how upgraded our bodies will become. So they've taught you that you're okay when you have your chakras open and your third eye to stop the process. We have a long ways to go. Try to stop reading articles and watching videos because they're inaccurate. Like I told someone who was asking me, my friend from high school, how to raise your vibrational frequency. I was like, I don't have time for this. Go to Google. And she knew. She's like, I've been reading all these spiritual books and I know they're just trapping me. And I was like, oh fuck, because I didn't want to have to answer it. Go to Google. Yeah, you should know. Stop reading the articles. If you have free time, go meditate. Go play with your kids. Go outside and get in the sun. If you're in the sun for 10 minutes a day, that's how you download information. I'm not going to read anything on Google. I'm going to download it from the Akashic so it's accurate. So try to meditate more. Try to have more fun. I have my students playing Mermaid and Fairy. We should be manifesting today. This is like the last day. These galactic energies will be hitting the planet in the same way, and we still have a whole day to manifest. So for us, we're manifesting castles, fairies. And since we started doing that, I do these aura photos with my classes, right? Yesterday I'm going down the feed and you can see on my personal page wall, I didn't see till I posted it, there was just crazy orb activity in my own video. But I go down these aura photos and I like to do that so I can activate you guys, right? I go down the feed, it's real easy. I see you, check it in, aura photos. So I'm seeing that there's so many orb activity on this planet right now. It's in every one of my students' pictures, okay? And I have my one friend, and she goes to work, and she's like, great, a day at Prison Planet. She looks pretty miserable. But I thought it was pretty spectacular that she's bringing space friends and angels with her into the Matrix to work. Because I'm telling you, the 3D people aren't doing this. They really aren't. When we become multidimensional, we're going to be working with a lot more higher entities. There's a dimensional difference between your angels when you're in 3D and now. So when you're at a low frequency, your angels can only lower their frequency so much to communicate with you or through you, same with your galactic teams. You're going to be shut off from the help that you brought with you because of the vibrational differences. It's too low of a frequency for them to be communicating with you. It shuts you down. As we're raising our vibration back up to our original frequencies, we're going to be having that entire help of our angels and galactic team and be able to communicate with them so much better and better. We're talking about getting back to our original galactic frequencies. And that's what these energies are doing, whether people are aware of it or not. But this is a process of letting go. I understand that we are beings of unconditional love. I come from places of nothing but pure source love. This entire soul group came here very evolved, 6-dimensional souls. You should only have love left at that point. I had to find the video for the cards. You should really only have love left. So we came here with nothing but love for the people around us, the people that would treat us bad. You know, we just naturally know how to forgive really easily. Let's just say that. I had tough lessons my family could never get past in forgiveness, and as a kid I could just naturally understand how things work here. In hanging on to these people that are toxic, habits that are toxic, like the medications, the GMO food, I don't know what it is. You already know. You know better than I. They're just going to continue to weigh down my frequency. My concern is you can't raise your vibrational frequency overnight. So the people that think that they have tons of time to get rid of this stuff aren't going to make this ascension. They'll teach you everyone is, and we're all one. We come from one source. These are distortions. This is very hard. Not everyone is going to turn into an ascended master frequency again. We're not all going to turn into rainbow light bodies, or everyone will be at that place. That's inaccurate. It takes a lot of work, a lot of detoxing, a lot of energetic work too. Like I said, we've been energetically manipulated, so we have a lot of healing work to do energetically. We're out of time. That's why now is the time. If you guys are waiting for a sign to change what you're doing or changing your life, this is it. There's only now. Our future is not guaranteed. We actually destroy ourselves in the future, and we came back to change it, and humanity will be wiped out within 10 years if we don't. We only have now. We are not even guaranteed a future. And that's the truth. Our past is what is going to be the key to changing our future outcome. So if we don't change now, we can't heal our past, and we continue to destroy ourselves in the future. So we need to heal now. If you go ahead and you take power of your life and you heal energetically and on all levels, your past will begin to rewrite itself. Hence the Mandala effect everywhere. You guys were here when I was in California at my yoga studio, and I had my pyramid up and I was doing live videos from it. I went to go show someone a picture, which I had all over my profile this morning. None of those pyramid pictures exist in my profile, and they were like half my profile pics on any of the pages. That would be an example of the Mandala effect. If you can heal now, your past is going to be rewritten. And our main goal is to rewrite our past collectives, our past timelines then. We're going to heal now, and we're going to rewrite our entire future and the entire future of humanity, just in us healing. That is what we came here for. It has little to do with everything else and a lot to do with what we're doing in the now. People are complaining about the government still and everything going on in the world. How about it was your thoughts that created this, and mine too, and nothing to do with the illusion. If there are things you're seeing that you don't like, then you need to rewire your brain for the positive. Maybe people are just having too many negative thoughts. You know, we can't move out of this place, because in realms where you instant manifest anything you're thinking, people are not in control of their emotions enough. They tend to get angry still. You know, we're very emotional. It would be dangerous. We would be manifesting places of war and destruction. And the same is happening here. So no one else is responsible but us. So we need to rewire our thinking for the positive. That's how these viruses affect us. You collide with a negative entity. Most are not even aware they're in probably half the people that you're around. Most are not aware of how the dark forces have infiltrated your entire existence through your best friends you know, your lovers, everything. So in about half the people, when you go ahead and you have an interaction with these, it tends to make you think negative thoughts. It's like a mind parasite. So you just have an interaction and you begin to think negatively. That's how they control our reality. We need to become consciously aware of the choices that we're making, and we need to change this. And it starts with you. It's not even the rest of the world. If you are in your everyday life, this is how the real mirror is supposed to be used. If you're in your everyday life and you're having chaotic things happen, you need to balance your energy and you need to meditate. That was how the mirror was meant to be used. Everything is distorted with a lot of trickery too. They need your permission to keep you in these prison facilities. So if you aren't aware that it's going on, you're going to be content in them. We need to push past that and continue our spiritual seeking for liberation. That is my only goal. I've liberated myself on crazy levels, and it took a lot. It took across the country and across the world, a whole group assisting me. It really took a lot, and I seek a deeper liberation for our consciousness group. That's all I'm really after. I seek to liberate us from these prison facilities that we fell into and forgetting who we were. Because we would never agree to this stuff. We're co-creators. We came here sovereign. We understand the universal laws better than they do. If they have any understanding of them, it's because they took them off of us. They took all our knowledge and they built these iconic systems based on things that we brought here. So don't think we don't know the knowledge we hold better than the dark systems that have taken it, hijacked it, and are viewing it differently. We lived these things. We know these things. We built those systems as well. We hold the keys to this liberation for humanity on deep levels. We understand this stuff. They can go ahead and use these things to soul contract people, right? Your twin flame you're contracted with. Yeah, great. They just tricked you into one. They can keep trapping people with their fake bullshit soul contracts and their tricks. But we hold a lot more universal truth, and we understand how things work better. So we really just need to focus on what we're doing. I'll go ahead and do my little ad too. I do DNA activations. I do DNA repair. I offer spiritual protection packages, all sorts of stuff. Past life healing, you name it. Akashic readings. I teach energy healing classes. The link is above. A lot of people are trying to find me. That's the best way. If you guys are trying to find something, hit my business page inbox. I'm looking for questions. I love the people who go ahead and write me every day. A couple people, right? Perfect. I would love to channel accurate stuff from the Akash on any topic. I'm very knowledgeable as well. I'm always looking for ideas. Feel free to hit my business page inbox. I'm here all day, every day, generally. We need to be seeking deeper liberation. We need to stop being content, because you know what? I don't care how many years you've been awake. You're still living in the American dream prison system. Let's get real. What are you manifesting in your everyday life? Are you instant manifesting castles yet? Just out of nothing? I'm not either. I'm not, okay? Because it looks a lot like the prison dream, the prison planet paradigm still, with just more crystals and singing bowls and books and enlightenment. Let's get real. We know that these religions, everyone included, was written by the Archonic system, so a lot of people are into all these religions and ancient ones and all this stuff. It's all that's serving the dark agenda. To keep you from getting knowledge of who you are back. Like, I had to do a lot of my past life activations on myself to get my memories back. It is to stop you from gaining access to the actual knowledge that you hold in your actual memories, so that you're content with these spiritual things. They'll keep you busy and occupied. No other reason. Brittany, yes, please share. Please share. Don't even go there. Because don't think that Facebook isn't part of this dark agenda, and that their reach isn't in everything and everyone. Don't think it hasn't permeated every area of our society, down to your friends, your family, and the people that you love as well. And even with the low vibrational frequency, these are entities of the government. We know this. It's serving their dark agenda to shut down my videos, I assure you. So their reach goes far. Light. This is about aligning ourselves to the highest frequencies possible. I've had to do a lot of walking away, getting rid of everything, even all my material stuff, because objects hold energy. I don't know if people realize how much shit you have in your house. Thank God I'm seeing my Reiki students clear out some of it. You guys complain about the low vibe people attacking you, and you hold objects that they gave you. Don't think that those entities haven't encoded those with magic too. The narcissist boyfriend, I'm sure he gave you some jewelry or some gifts. Yeah, that has demonic magic in it. You might want to do a spring cleaning. Like, if you feel the person's toxic or has attacked you, or your low vibe parents, maybe get rid of all the shit you're holding from them. That's what's blocking you materially. That's what's shutting down your manifesting the items in your house. I don't know if it's too many clothes you're not wearing, too much shit in your garage. If you're not using it now, get rid of it. It will clear space and you'll manifest new stuff in more abundance. We tend to shut down our flows in our houses. The energy becomes really stagnant when you've lived in the same place for a long time. The universe gets bored when you're just working all the time to die. Sorry, the creator's trying to experience life too, I guess, through us and through everything all at once, right? So if we're doing their little prison planet, 9 to 5 job, and that's it, every day on a loop, trust me, the energy will stop in your house and it will become stagnant. I felt so much crazy energy on my road trip with Vanessa because we were moving and doing something new and we had never done it. You wouldn't believe the energy we were feeling around us. That creative energy that is in all of us and around all of us gets kind of bored with the roles we're playing. We're supposed to be having fun experiences. We're supposed to be trying new things, and we get put in their little prison containment cells for a reason. That's why people die so fast. We tend to leave the experience fast if we're service of self or not creating. We have creative abilities, like my boyfriend does music and art, and I had to tell him you wouldn't believe how many past lives that you had with these same talents that you brought here. I don't know what it is. We came here with enough that we didn't need anything but ourselves to do this. At all. Like, I just went all the way across the world and country with nothing but my energy. That's it. Just myself. That's like a true test of adeptness, I'll tell you that. Because that's what humanity's getting ready for. Where you guys are going to lose everything in the material. I'm not sure. I keep saying it may be a pole shift where, you know, most notably the Mayans knew if you could keep your vibrational frequency at a certain elevation that you could survive a pole shift. I'm not sure in what capacity it'll play out. I've only seen where it leads to. I'm not really sure. But we're getting ready for something crazy, and it's going to be based on your vibrational frequency. And like I said, we can't do it overnight. That's why it's just so important we're raising it. And you brought such gifts with you. Unfortunately, we've been locked down, but you brought these abilities and your own magic, and it's just spectacular. We need to get back to creating. I don't care if you guys are making bracelets, anything, art, graphics. We're trying to be creative. Art, whatever it is. That's when you're in the flow. When you're drawing, writing, you're going to be channeling. You're going to be in an energy flow. We need to make sure that we have more and more of that around us in our everyday life. So it tends to get real stagnant in our houses when we're just focused on bills and prison planet. Move the energy in your house. If you're sick, move your bed. I've just been getting trained so much on these ley line energies and all the negative vortex points and all the things they're doing to humanity regarding this consciousness, right? A lot of people are sick, or you're the healers. I'm sure you're dealing with sick people. Tell them just to rearrange their bed where it is in their room, and they probably will start to heal. There's a reason why they're not healing after a while. It's the best advice I can give to anyone sick right now, because of the energetic components kind of going on here. I'm doing a 528 hertz binaural beat sleep meditation in the background. I'm also doing heart chakra work through this video. I'm always really careful with what vibrations I'm putting out. I'm always trying to do something while I'm ranting. So make sure you guys drink a lot of water with this energy too, because we're doing a lot of heart chakra purging amongst my movements. Denise is done sacrificing her energy. Yes, please share this somewhere outside my networks, because I'm banned to them in quarantine, which is fine with me. I was trying to explain to someone that keeps my energy safe and protected in these areas, because the spiritual can see me because I can see them clearly. So I'm liking that. You guys know where to find me if you need me, and I'm okay with it. Stop sacrificing your energy. No one can take it. We give it away. We're giving it to the dark. We're giving it to the entities. No one could take it. They'll convince you of that. We have to choose. Set healthy boundaries. If you feel like saying no, say no. There's a reason. You're not listening to your intuition most of the time. And it's only in following our intuition we strengthen it like a muscle. You wouldn't believe people that have an intuitive feeling and second guess themselves. I'm just very tuned in. It's just different because I've been strengthening mine for a while. But I guess some of the people may be sleeping. They don't understand. To always listen to your intuition. It's always right. So if you're getting vibrations off people, listen to them. Don't listen to the negative thoughts that might be hitting your head. Actually, the human mind isn't designed to be thinking at all like that. I tell you guys, when you're having these thoughts, they're not your own. Like my mind, I don't think like that, like with the words like you would when you were asleep or whatever. People have these racing minds. They're not coming from you, these thoughts. Our minds are meant to be like blank, where we view things with our third eye and we use them for telepathy, and you don't use words. You use like photos and symbols and things like that for telepathy. So we shouldn't even be having these negative thoughts and racing thoughts in our mind. Your mind should be completely still. Meditate more if you're having a lot of thoughts per day, racing minds, negative thoughts. These are symptoms of entity influence. Make sure you're meditating more. When we meditate, it's different than sleeping. We sleep and we recharge, but we're filling ourselves with cosmic energy when we meditate. That's why it clears your mind of these things. Catherine, you're working on your crown chakra. Perfect. I already mastered the purples and the indigos in my aura. You can see on crazy levels because I'm 2 in the upper 2 chakras. I've been working on grounding. Clearly from my videos. Since I went to California, I got trained in grounding before coming here because the energy's real ungrounding here for me too on top of it, and I already was like that. So I've really mastered that. I'm now working in my own aura field on greens and blues for a while now. You guys can see that. If you want to work on your crown chakra, go meditate outside, get out into the sun more, get out into nature. You can eat food for any chakra, but that's one that needs more air. I pray a lot. Clearly I do very spiritual work, right? Clearly I do spiritual work for a job though, so I'm very connected with the universe, but I spend a lot of time in prayer and gratitude because it really strengthens and raises your vibration too. More prayer. Caprina Fernandez, you're working your sacral. It's so crazy because when I was on the last card, I was already just thinking if I should say it to her or wait, because this is like where humanity's at as well. We're talking about archonic systems that live on humans like a food. Like it's all about energy. Everything in this universe is made of energy, and don't think this all isn't an energy war of sophisticated levels, okay? So I woke up in that capacity. That's how I woke up and realized what was going on here, and that humanity was being siphoned, and I had extensive chi damage from that chakra, and I was depleted and half dead. Yeah, they'll just deplete you, your body will have health problems, and ultimately you die really young. So it can take a long time after having that kind of damage to strengthen your pranic energy. Like I came here with very, very powerful life force energy, whereas my boyfriend has a lot of healing to do in that chakra, so he's been healing really fast from it. You can't just strengthen that energy back up that fast. It can take a lot of time to heal that chakra, and humanity has so much heart chakra healing and sacral chakra healing to do now. Hence all the sexual problems coming out and everything going on, distortions, whatever you want to call it. We just have a lot of healing to do with that chakra, and it's all about energy. They're blocking it by making you feel bad because you're empathic. Entities love to make you feel bad. We have one this morning. Well, why aren't you helping? They'll just use anything to prey on your empathy to make you feel bad. We have non-interference objectives. You're not allowed to interfere and help people with their lessons. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. It's actually not allowed. It's a free will violation. And when you violate free will, you tend to get real hard lessons from it. We're not allowed to go do someone's lesson for them. Your friend that needed somewhere to live, and you let them live with you. That's not allowed. They need to do their lessons themselves. There's non-interference objectives while we're here on our missions. So I know that as empaths, we want to go and help and assist. That's how the entities prey on us. It's a trap. Because then they're getting you to violate free will. Usually it's an entity who needs your help. You just can't see it in your friend. And then you go help and you get in trouble on galactic levels. And then you have to do harder lessons. It's a way to trap us. So we're very empathic. All of humanity is meant to be empathic, compassionate, psychic. And so just be aware of that. We do have non-interference rules. We're supposed to help by working on ourselves and setting an example. I can help on video. I can go ahead and tell you guys what I'm doing to change my life, and you can do it. But I can't, when people come to me and they want me to do their lessons or to step in, I'm not allowed to. So just use discernment when you're doing your light work or missions. You create your reality, but they don't tell you. They just tell you you had a low vibration and you created things you didn't like because of that. They don't tell you the dynamics at play and the amount of manipulation you've had in your own life to you because you're a starseed. How orchestrated the things are around you and your lessons that made it so much harder for you. They really don't tell you all of that. We do live in a manifest reality, and we have creative control over things, but there's a lot of dynamics at play too, and a lot of diversions and distractions to stop us from manifesting, especially during these storms. Everything's a little calm now, right? But you'll notice the past 2 days, maybe you guys saw drama on your Facebook feed or around you. If you did in the past 2 years, any negative posts, drama, get rid of those entities. Yes, they come out during the storms. It's a good gauge of who the people are around you. Get rid of the ones feeding on the drama and the negativity. Whoever you would go to, if you don't like someone and you want to bitch about it, get rid of that person. They love to feed on your misery, right? The ones that'll talk about your friends with you, that you'll go to, and they'll be like, oh, it's okay, and they're always there if you have a negative situation. Get rid of those ones. Those are usually entities feeding on you, and they're taking your energy and using it against us. Emily, Elise, we're letting go of fear. These are fear frequencies for sure. You go ahead and infiltrate the body with enough aluminum, and it will weigh you down to those fear frequencies. Fear is a very low frequency. It will also close off your energy fields, like I said, making you food. It will constrict your aura, allowing it to be permeable really easily. And if you're vibing real high, it's going to be a lot harder to access you spiritually. We need to vibrate higher. Spend a lot of time in gratitude. I'm loving the aura pics because, you know, we're violet flame in the feed. But that's how when you guys do those pictures, you guys practice opening up your energy fields because you're trying to get the light, right? And in doing that, you're going to get really good at it. And your auras are going to keep expanding from those little exercises. So I'm loving the pics and connecting with everyone. When you connect with the right people, it's powerful. Powerful. In crazy ways. We're vibrational beings, so we're going to have vibrational effects from everyone around us. If you're around low vibe people, they will bring down your frequency. Like I said, they're going to be at a stable frequency with the negativity, and you can't bring them up to your level. They'll just bring you down ultimately. So you want to be around people who are vibing high. And the problem with the Matrix is the entities act like they vibe high. They're always the friend that's like, hi, I'm so happy, great, let's go hang out, right? And they seem so fun. and so high vibe, but you're not understanding the energies at play. And then you're real drained later, right? Oh no, it's just because you were out having fun. Stop listening to the words around you and start feeling the energy again. Start feeling the vibrations. How people make you feel. I'm hoping that even as I'm bitching at everyone and trying to get everyone to lucidity fast, because we're in trouble as humanity if we don't get with it as healers. So I'm very serious on my feeds. I'm getting more and more serious depending on the messages I'm being given to deliver, okay? But even at my real serious state, because usually I have no sense of humor, I'm very much too serious on my mission. It's very hard. Even how I am, being myself, I would hope that I'm going to bring you up in frequency and that when you get off this feed, you're going to feel amazing. When I do I can fit in 3 feeds, we were vibing so high yesterday just off of my feeds. It was unbelievable. Vanessa was like, I feel like I'm on speed. I was like, me too. This energy will get you high. It will purify your aura, your body. It'll eat away any negativity. I'm always working with the violet flame. It'll go ahead and recharge you too. So pay attention to how everyone's making you feel energetically. The problem is most of humanity is stuck in the lower 3 chakras, and if you don't have your crown chakra open and it's closed, you're going to be very draining. So I would say 80% of humanity are energy vampires, not even being aware of it. That's why I keep on saying over and over, it's very important we make it clear that we are saying it's a free will violation if anyone comes near us to manipulate our energy, because it's happening on levels most people aren't even aware of it. Most people aren't consciously aware of their energy, or if it's being accessed. It could be entities in the unseen, entity-possessed people, the energetic vampires, whatever it is. Most people are not aware of it. So we need to use our free will to say it's not okay to ever access our energy ever again, basically. And it will give you the best results. It really will, energetically. But get away from the people that are draining you. They're not people. They're not your friends. These things go deep. Yes, don't feed the negative entities. Don't give them love either. I'm not giving them any energy, right? They say heal them, give them love. No thanks, that's what they want. The entities want healed. They'll come tell you, I'm sorry I snapped out at you, please heal me. That's their favorite tactic. Yes, to get back in your life. I'm so sorry, I love you, I'm your friend or your family member. Please heal me. I'm ready to wake up. Use discernment that there's a lot at play spiritually that we're not aware of. Lindsay's moving on from the draining people that cause drama amongst our movements. We are done with it. We're vibing really high. I had to do a lot of work to get it that way. I told my boyfriend that I'm probably the dark could see who he is really good, clearly, okay? But I might be one of the first few people around him that can see who he is. And same with you guys. I can see what is around me, like beyond belief. And I have great discernment. Stick to the people that can see who you are. You're not that damaged, broken person with a problem. Get rid of those types. They are seeking to enslave you for your power. Anyone who thinks there's something wrong with you, run. Anyone who doesn't see you as perfect and divine and elevated, get rid of them. Get rid of them. They are seeking to take your power on very real levels. So for me, my family can't see me. I had my brother, I said something to him. I said, you know what? I forget, I'll have to think about it. I said, I forget. Oh, I said that you don't understand this now, but one day you'll regret this. I meant after they die. When they look at their Akashic, I know he'll see that in his Akashic. You won't even understand what I said to him. He'll see it later. After he dies, he'll go look at that, and I understand that. And he says, I have no idea what you just said to me. If I say anything, they have no idea what I said. I guess there's a vibrational difference now, right? And I said, I know. And that is okay. One day you will. But I can't be around those people. Because they can't see me. They see something much different than you guys see in me, I assure you. Run, cut the people out that can't see you as that spiritual teacher that you are, that healer to help humanity, that starseed that was so important. You were sent here to save all of humanity. The people that are seeing your ego rolled 3D hiding place, get rid of them now. They're not going to see you ever, and there's a reason why. Because I kept those people around. You guys know that. You guys know that. Now I understand why they can't see us, to protect us. Get rid of the blind. Stick to the people that are awake and that you're vibing with. There are reasons they can't see you to protect you. Ascended Masters Trinity. I'm reading this. I love her. I haven't seen you for a while because I was banned. I love her posts, but I love her fucking energy. I love everyone's energy around me, okay? I see that energy. It's like my gift. Like, you guys have no idea how amazing your energy is. So they're seeing the ego roles that we're hiding, and if they're not seeing your energy or feeling it or understanding who you are, just please get rid of them now, because I know you guys won't. And later, those very forces in a few years, when you do seek to liberate deeper, probably will attack you, just to let you know. You probably just want to get rid of them. I was advising toxic family members, why don't you just get rid of them temporary for a minute so you can work on yourself and take back your power and get where you need to be spiritually, because you're feeding them daily. Yep, grandma who's low vibe. You've been feeding the paradigm you were born into since day one when you were born, all the people around you, and you're not realizing that. So maybe just take a step back temporary. Tell grandma I'm busy for a year or two, I don't know. Like literally, cut cords, work on yourself so that you can become strong enough that you could cop them back if you wanted. Because as long as you're around those toxic people, you're not going to elevate very far with them taking your energy all the time through their thoughts, whatever it is. Just try to let go temporary. If they're meant to be in your life, they'll come back later. You won't believe the purging out I do on my friend list. The people that are meant to be there will come back. They will be led back to me. We're always where we should be. But you guys are hanging on to a lot of stuff from a long time ago, and it's just time to clear it. Because we can only elevate so far while hanging on to all this material, toxic people, bad food, whatever it is. We need to really just elevate our frequencies higher, and you know what's worse than the food? The people in your life. Because not all of them are people, like I said. Alright, and then we have Master Trinity, my love, with the best energy around me, because I'm drawing amazing angels, starseeds, ascended masters to me. I love it. Beautiful, beautiful souls. I was trying to tell my boyfriend that gets sent to me to learn with me. It's very humbling because I can see all of you. It keeps me like in awe, right? Especially the kids. I'm always in awe of the people I get to play teacher with on a daily basis. It's pretty amazing. It really is to draw such a, amazing consciousness group to me. It is my group. But we came from all different backgrounds, all different knowledge. We have different energy, different activations, and we came together for a call for service. We have an aligned mission, this group, as different as we are, and we need to embrace those differences. They want to teach you you're the same as everyone? No. We need to embrace that we're different and we brought different magic with us. But you get a free wish card today. It's my favorite card of the deck because we're manifesting. It fits the theme. Go write it on a piece of paper, though. I say like the fortune cookie. Take a slip of paper. Put your wish on it. The universe would love to give it to you. And it goes with my message I gave a couple days ago. It feels like we're not getting our manifestations like my mail I'm waiting for here. There are time continuum translation issues. Your manifestations are on the way. So don't think negatively about the things that you're trying to bring into your life, whether it's your job, your house, I don't care. They're on the way. They want you to think negatively. They're just coming a little too slow for some of us, but they're on the way. Let's see. I'm in Alberto. Yes, relax. We're being taught that we have to attain this knowledge. They'll teach you knowledge is power. Okay, yeah, they want your knowledge. Sorry. Yeah, they think that's power. Good luck with that. Purity is power. How about the universe? Truth. Those lies, they're not power. Sorry. There's power in the truth. So yes, we're trying to seek this spiritual understanding. We just need to get in tune with who we are and get it out of ourselves, really. We need to go within. Like, they're not telling you to meditate. We need to unlock our DNA and go within. It's kind of different. We need to unlock, those computer files that have been encrypted through the people here with the keys and whatever. Rest, rejuvenate. You guys are working too hard. Humanity's tired. I guess it's the prison planet paradigm we were born into. It's just designed to drain you and kill you. We know this. Everyone is working much too hard, even with their missions and everything going on. See, it hates me. It just cut the video off too, of course. But we're working too hard. More self-care, more salt baths, more time for yourself. We're so concerned with everyone outside of ourselves. We're so concerned with changing ourselves to fit into a society, caring what people think. How about those people wouldn't like you anyway? Yeah, authentic, fake, or not. They were not meant to like you anyway. If you can be more and more authentic, the right people will love you. It's about becoming authentic and who we once were. So more rest, more meditation, more salt baths. You guys are just getting upgraded. Like, we're going through intense upgrades right now as the galactic energies are hitting us. There's a whole group of service of self entities that are dying. And then on the other hand, there's the service of others, people that are here to assist, that are getting upgraded with the energies as fast as possible too. Like I said, we couldn't do this all at once. So it's a gradual process. We're getting upgraded. More water, more chlorella, more rest. Grazia, you're doing an amazing job. Like I said, you're already perfect how you are. Yes, the you within is perfect. We might perceive ourselves as flawed, but you are not your experiences. We know that. These experiences have imprinted us and shaped us into who we are. We were observing. We were not these experiences. And like I said, things were orchestrated beyond our control. People tend to feel real bad about things they went through that may have been perceived negative, right? Maybe you had less control over those events than you were led to believe. Like I said, there were dark forces that have infiltrated every area of your life to try to stop you from creating and doing your mission. Anything. So we had less control over some of our circumstances, but they did make us into who we are now, and every one of them was needed. So just know that you already came here perfect and amazing and divine and just pure source light love. And it's just about getting back to those original frequencies. And we perceive ourselves as flawed, not good enough, having problems, especially the ones that get out of this narcissist. They say narcissist relationships. How about the entity relationships? They will mind fuck you and destroy you. What they do is like how I'm trying to positively program you guys. They try to break down your programming and they replace it immediately with this negative programming. They'll break down your self-esteem, all the entity tactics, all into one. And you're giving them access to all your energy too. It's real bad. But they will break down your psyche. That's what society is trying to do through their television, through everything you're seeing. It's all orchestrated. The celebrities fake, everything fake, to shape and program you in a negative capacity to feel bad about yourself and limited, to keep you from understanding how powerful you are. Alyssa Vega, good morning. Oh, someone says they're pulling energy. Not on my feed. You might have perception problems then. Wait, let me go there. I had to read these comments. Not on my feed. You might have perception problems. No one's going to ever access my energy because I'm real adept with it. Like, I would feel it light up my skin. So not on this feed. You might be mistaken. I'm not sure how you're getting that information. You may want to check your sources, like I'm saying, because a lot of people are channeling negative entities and getting, like, bad information. Not on this feed. I actually have really crazy galactic energetic boundaries in place on this page and on 3 of my groups that no one is able to do that anymore, to infringe on energy on my spaces, like on crazy levels, that if someone were to attempt it, and the entities wouldn't, they understand this, if someone, entity or person, was able to try to attempt this, it will be taken up on galactic levels now. So not on this feed. I'm not sure where you're getting that from. That's not your intuition, that voice in your head. It's more of a chest feeling. You need to really check the information that you're giving feedback. So you just took something into yourself to be true. It's not accurate and you're putting it out there. I really see that as part of the problem. If you're giving any type of negative feedback, your higher self, your core self, isn't going to feed you negative stuff like that ever. You're only going to get positive feedback. So if it's negative in nature, check your source. You're working on a spiritual strength. Work on your DNA too, so that your aura isn't as influenceable. Like I said, if you can go ahead and repair and work on your aura, you're not going to have that negative influence. That was a real negative kind of thought, and that's what I'm trying to show you guys. These negative thoughts, they're not coming from yourself. And then when you go ahead and you tell people them, it just does come from you. Be careful about what you're channeling. Try to get your spiritual power back through working on your energy and your aura. You have a lot of auric repair to do, so that doesn't happen. Take more salt baths. Use the violet flame in the shower. Meditate more. These are all things that will repair your aura. I have crazy built-in galactic scanning where if I ever, because I have gotten attacked on feeds, but not recently since I have these new boundaries in place. I haven't once, okay? But I've clearly got attacked. Doing a feed, I would get off immediately if my scan lit up. I'm not allowed to work if my scan lights up in any way or whatever it is. You guys know that. So I would immediately cut off the feed, like I'm not even joking, and feel it. I'm really sensitive to that kind of stuff, to say the least. Oh my god, Linda, I love it. I love hearing about these space kids because they're already multidimensional. That's why we had to protect their DNA. Because like I said, we came here fully activated and they did too, and we don't want them to go through the same traps as us. That's why they chose such spiritual parents. You guys all usually have kids, like 80% of this feed probably has space kids, elemental kids, whatever it is. The next wave is here, and they chose you guys for parents so you could spiritually protect them and teach them the right way. And it's pretty amazing. They didn't want to go incarnate into 3D. We're 3D parents anymore. They chose very evolved souls as parents, and these kids are always from higher levels of consciousness than the parents. So I'm always in awe of them because I'm in awe of you guys. So the kids are like a whole new level that was sent here to assist this planet. We're kind of paving the way for them and what we're doing on real levels. So it's pretty amazing. You're taking back your power, but just being around these kids and giving them crystals to play with and showing them the spiritual is pretty amazing. Because when you teach these kids, instead of being a cop, wanting to be a cop or a doctor when they grow up, if you tell them they can heal with their hands, it's an amazing seed to be planting. It will transform everything about what they know. Because they are the healers. I said in my other feed that they chose the parents they did because you have healing capabilities within your DNA. So they incarnated into the same bloodline so that they could access those same abilities too. Anita is coming to a higher state of awareness. I said she's going through the dark night of the soul, where I think it feels like when your life falls in, right? Where your life falls in, and maybe, as that illusion is being stripped away, your whole life will crumble in a minute. Like I said, I've been through it a lot the past 6 months lately, right? I keep hitting the reset button. I'm cool. I love rock bottom. It's the best place to build from. It really is. People that have not hit rock bottom, I feel bad for. I really do. Because in hitting rock bottom, you're stripping away your ego. And you can see everyone around you that's your friend that way. I'm sorry, when you're doing really fake good, you have a lot of friends around you, right? Maybe you're homeless or doing awful, and maybe people aren't going to be wanting to be around you as much. Perfect. See who's real. We've been going through tests of loyalty for a minute in that way, where I'll hit the reset button and see who wants to still be around me on purpose, right? We've done that in the past 6 months. I've done it twice in over-the-top ways, and I singled out half my page that way. Amazing. It's so strange to me that it actually takes a lot to, be our friend when we're doing bad. It's so hard to be someone's friend, right? That'll show you the people in your life, because to me it's not hard to be a friend at all, right? So just pay attention to who's around you and who wants nothing to do with you. Get rid of those people. Like, seriously, that's why the universe is doing this, to help clear your life out, because you wouldn't do it on your own. You might not be able to see that stuff otherwise. Embrace it. I said her parents probably think she went off the deep end. Her family's thinking she's crazy. I'm sure I sounded crazy a few times, right? I said, perfect. Take advantage of it. Why don't you just tell them that you had a nervous breakdown and you need like a couple of months off from work? And start, studying energy and chakras and whatever it is. That's what I would do personally. Yes, I've gone crazy. I can't handle my prison planet job. I'm having a mental breakdown. Yes, I may be bipolar and crazy. I definitely have all those labels. I need time to heal. Like, serious time. I'm being serious, too. Maybe take a break and try to take advantage of how they're viewing you so that you have time to work on yourself right now. You were living a life that was an illusion. It wasn't real. So be glad it's crumbling fast. That's the illusion, and you're going to start to see now. And like I said, it's not a one-stop to awakening. You're going to start to go through this rapidly because, unfortunately, we've had a few years of work we've been doing. So the people that have been sleeping for a while are going to get a real fast track for ascension. You're going to notice it's hard as fuck. Sorry, everyone will tell you how great it is and blah, blah, blah on camera, right? And I'm sorry, it's hard as hell. You wouldn't believe the shit I've been through the past 6 months in my own journey, and you guys know that. I'm not sugarcoating it for a reason, okay? Everyone will tell you how easy it is. Take a look at some of these healers and teachers around you's lives. I know they present them as perfect. Didn't all your friends do that in the Matrix, right? I'm doing amazing. My job's great. Think 3D people. My job's great. Ego, 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 right? Try to look at people around you and their lives and how they're doing realistically with your own eyes. You're coming to higher states of awareness. Your third eye will just keep expanding and opening. You have a block in it, so take chlorella too. I'm kind of absorbing a lot of that, so make sure you drink a lot of water today too. Who's a hacker? Fuck your computer hacking shit. Sorry. Why don't you go hack the Matrix for Team Light or do some good with that? You're not a computer hacker. If you like that role, it's because you're meant to be a grid hacker. I think you're confused. Yeah, we're grid workers, everyone on this feed, even if people aren't even aware of that. We're meant to be hacking the grid, and we don't do that with computers. We do that by raising our vibe as high as we can every day, and it does hack the grid. I'm doing it with my video right now. Try playing Grid Hacker. Computer Hacker is old. It's like 10 years ago. Try playing Grid Hacker. It's the new thing. I can't wait to ban some of these people after. Maybe Dan Keck will come is on my feed and he'll ban Ahmed Alberto so he stops annoying me. Yeah, I bet it happens right now. Alright, let's move along. Miriam Walsh. I know, I'm getting my numbers back up. Oh, it's something I'm manifesting with this energy storm. I have a lot of power with manifesting them back up. So I'm going to get these numbers back up because it should be at between 5 and 7K steady a day. And the sad thing is I have 12K people on this page, but I'm telling you, I have all those people watch my feed daily almost. Like I have good numbers of just the steady people tuning in every day. So it's really crazy what's going on with my feeds, but I'm going to fix it. Don't think I won't. So Miriam, we're not going to be content or happy unless we're on our mission and helping humanity. When we're service to self, it makes us depressed really fast. You're going to find bliss by through service. That even on my worst day, I can't wait to get up to go to work usually and do my job. I love it. It's my bliss. If you guys have jobs and you hate them or you don't like them, you'll lose it immediately. Yeah, if your job is not your bliss, it will fall away like everything else. You need to be following your bliss. Whether it's a job, in every area of your life. If you're not happy with something, the universe will go ahead and remove it for you. So people bitch about their job and how they hate it, and then they lose their job and then bitch about that. We're healers. If we're not in alignment with our higher selves, which isn't this future self that they teach you, that's who you were when you came here incarnated. It's who we're getting back to. Our six-dimensional selves are not our future selves. It's not in the future at all. We came from a six-dimensional consciousness group, and that's who we were when we came here before we adopted these roles we believe to be. That's who we are. So, our higher selves, aka our real selves, are healers. This whole entire group. We've become fragmented. When we do their prison planet jobs, we're not in alignment with who we're meant to be, and it's very bad for us. We need to always be coming into more and more alignment. So if your job isn't reflecting who you are as a healer, it's going to be very bad for your health ultimately. So we need to just become more in alignment with our mission to heal humanity. We didn't come here to change anything. We came to heal ourselves and to become healers again. This whole planet needs healed on crazy levels. Let's see. I'm paging Dan Keft for that guy. Via telepathy. He can tell. Catherine Garland, hi. Oh, don't worry, we got Anonymous coming to ban him. He says he's a hacker, but when you throw out the word hacker in my movements, I'm just gonna say it. It's just like really funny to us. It really is. I just added him as a min this morning too to my page because I'm psychic. So I already knew I would need him during my feed. Covered. Catherine, third eye. She's real psychic too. I love it. I like to, these starseeds will find each other. You ever notice those of you with space kids, they find other kids like that? Me and Anita, right? You'll find the other starseeds out of all the kids, right? Like I've been around Vanessa's kids and we'll go out in the store with them and they ignore the regular kids and they'll be like, oh, a starseed. Space kid. Space kid, and they gravitate. They can telepathy each other. They're tuned in. They're on the same frequencies. There's been scientific research that shows if you're on the same frequencies, you can telepathy. So these kids are on the same frequencies. They'll find other little kids just like them. And I'm doing the same. I'm putting out a vibrational calling for the other star seeds, and it's working amazing. So we kind of find each other in that sense. It's pretty amazing. And if we vibe around the right people, it will heal us. We know toxic people destroy our bodies, right? We hang out with low vibe people, we'll get sick. Hang out with high vibe people, you'll be gravitating towards love. Like, I'm just trying to put love out because I love all you guys all day long, and you're giving it back, and we're creating this higher vibrational exchange with a lot of love energy and healing energy. It's pretty amazing. Be around the right people. A lot of people wake up and they're like, I have no friends and no one. Perfect. You need space to bring the right people into your life. We saw what you don't want. The type of friends you don't want, the type of relationships you don't want, the type of government you don't want. Clear space out and put out a vibrational calling for your soul group. They will come find you when you're ready. Yeah, just laugh. I already got that covered too. We were like, just laugh at the entities. You know, that's the best. Like, people, these entities, think about the governments. They want that low frequency fear energy, right? They don't want high vibe energy. So you ever go through these spiritual attacks where it'll just try to lower your vibration, make you respond angrily with anxiety. They want to generate these low vibe feelings. A master test in alchemy is to laugh. Yeah, I have everyone laughing on this feed at that little anything, but it definitely wasn't affecting us. Like I said, no one can take your energy. You have to choose to give it away. So try to laugh more. That's like negative entity repellent. I'm not even joking. Like, we had a real entity try to come watch my feed, and we saw the screenshots where they're like, I had to turn it off. It repelled me. Yeah, the laughing and the high vibe energy will repel anything lower spiritually. Try to laugh more in your everyday life. Laughing's high vibe. Here we go with Bob. He's back. He's back. At least he's not touching anyone's energy. I'm paying real close attention. I can't wait if that will happen. I love it. Lori Aguirre, love begins. Just watching, right? It's okay. You hang around us. Eventually, you'll just become enlightened too. Lori, love begins. How about more self-love? Like, you guys can see what matter. I'm supposed to be happy at ground zero or no matter where I am. We have to master self-love. And that's how we become whole. And then hopefully I'm reflecting love everywhere. Like, just love. Like, I really feel like we're getting back to just love. And we're going to be kind of like seeing new templates in our relationships and everything around us. As we're healing and becoming more of love, we're going to just be drawing more and more love to us. It's pretty amazing. So more self-love, more real love, more love pictures, love anything. Ashley's working on grounding in her base chakra. Perfect. Hang out with Desiree more. She's so grounding. She had to go to ground zero once a week to ground me. You know that. I would be, every time she would show up, I would be like, level 500. You wouldn't believe what happened. Oh my God, right? And she's like, oh God, I gotta come here again, probably, right? It's her mission. And her job was to ground me and chill me out as a friend. So it's amazing that we have so many of our soul group in California, because that's where the root chakra is, and everyone's real calm and zened out in California and has that vibe. Keep on working on grounding and keep vibing with the people in Cali. Sherry, mental conflict. Yes, we're much too hard on ourselves. Like I said, they've convinced us that we were damaged, that there was something wrong with us, that we were broken. They just tried to do anything to program us for the negative, right? They want to teach us to judge others, that we suck, everyone else sucks. You get the idea. So I try to do like positive programming. I know it sticks in your head because I used to have to watch every video for like a year or two to see part of my training. Every single feed. Thank God I don't have to anymore, right? But it sticks in your head. I notice it's positive programming, that if you go ahead and watch my feed, it's the same stuff. Manifesting, staying positive, good energy, avoiding the drama, getting rid of bad things. It's positive programming. So they're putting the same kind of programming out to damage humanity through their television programs and everything around you. And I look at this like positive programming. We know our thoughts create our reality. You wouldn't believe how many shitty thoughts I was having last night despite that. I guess you can look at it as purging, right? So we can continue to master our minds, I assure you, because I'm real cool now, right? But I wasn't manifesting today. I was manifesting last night with those thoughts. Great, right? So I have some more work to do too, because I did leave here with a certain level of mind mastery, but you know, I've been all over the place in different environments. It's been kind of chaotic while I'm grounding into new places, just on my own journey. So we need more mastery of our minds, like for real. We understand that every time we have a thought, it's going into a continuum and it's going to manifest into the physical. We're posting the memes, but there's this disconnect for me anyway, between doing it and knowing it. So we just need to practice more with our manifesting. And great, you're expert level manifester. Can you please manifest our castle faster with us? Perfect. If you feel that you have mastered this, we're putting out a calling. I'll put the link below for you to come to our spaces and help us manifest them. Because we're working on just becoming better and better manifestors. So the universe in my own journeys is giving me harder and harder objectives that are impossible. Like the castle or what I was doing in Cali. Straight impossible objectives, I guess, so that I can do them to show people that we need to unlimit what we feel is possible. Because we have the entire universe aligned with us, and we may be limited in what we believe is possible or what we think we can do. But the universe is not. I assure you, it's capable of anything and miracles beyond our understanding. So I think that we need to focus on manifesting, and I know we're pretty good at it. Trust me, I got crystals on lock, right? I can just go ahead and manifest them all day. But we need to think bigger for humanity with the things we're trying to create. DM, hi. Heart chakra, got it covered. 528 8 hertz frequency binaural beats on. I'm putting out a heart chakra activation. Drink a lot of water. It's my main focus here. Like, I had a lot of trauma as a kid at a young age. And I don't know, I just had, while I did heal and did a lot of healing work, I feel we can just keep healing that chakra infinitely from everything we've been through in past lives and whatever it is. It's just my main focus. Like, all the time. Just work on your heart chakra and healing it. That's how we liberate. That's why they try to target our heart chakras the most, right? Through loss, grief, relationships, whatever it is, because that's the chakra that liberates us. Are they aware they have an entity? Let's talk about this. This is my favorite topics too, right? Usually not. No, but it doesn't matter because they're violating free will. So someone said to me, well, they're not aware of it, so, you know, they can't get in trouble. Perfect. Well, you know the government, if you broke a law and you weren't aware, like, that would fly, right? So it doesn't really matter if they're consciously aware of it or not. The entity is aware of what's going on. It doesn't really matter, but we were talking about it because my boyfriend got targeted by the dark agenda through the court systems, and he was talking about it because, you know, they're going to create karma. So he had a psychiatrist that targeted him, but it was an entity, but the person will get the karma from it. That's the fucked up part, not the entity. Entities don't get karma. They're fourth dimensional, you know, archonic entities. They're not going to get it. The human will. And anyone with a low frequency can be possessed. So it doesn't matter that they're unaware of it. They're violating free will laws once you make it known. Like, that entity didn't come near my energy or anyone on this feed because I'm paying attention and I can actually do something about it. But I've also made it really clear over and over again that you're violating our free will. Anyone in my movements and me, if you come touch our energy anymore. The average person is asleep and not aware of this stuff, so they haven't done that. So they're allowed to do that on some level. It's really effed up, but they're allowed to do that because unless you're using your free will to say no, they can do what they want with you. That's why we had to become adept with how to use our free will to stop the spiritual that we can't see around us. So it's kind of different. Most are not consciously aware of it. The entity is, though. That person isn't even in control of their body anymore, their thoughts, their actions. An entity is, like, completely. And you can't heal these things if the person doesn't want to. People who let an entity in did it on some level. They allowed it in. It can't just enter you. It can go ahead and influence your thoughts. But people who are actually, like, possessed with the average entities, you're not going to be able to heal those things unless they wanted it. So I can go ahead and remove entities. Sure, come hit my website up. But you're wanting it gone if you do that. If you come to my site and purchase our shamanic healing package that gets rid of entities, you want it done. You're contracting for me to help, okay? The problem with these entities is they don't want it gone. That person that let it in likes the feeling of power, control, and false knowledge on some level. They want it there. So these entities will prey on your being a healer all the time. They will say, I'm sorry I attacked you. I was just having a bad day. Please heal me. And you can't. Because they don't want it gone. So use your discernment with these things. It doesn't matter if they're consciously aware of it or not. I'm real adept with free will laws that these entities like to break. They're fourth dimensional, so they might have been really adept back then, but I'm moving up fast in elevation, and I'm adept too. Jennifer Simpson. Transformation. Yeah, this is like what we're going through. How about energy work is transformative? You can go ahead and see, like, You can progress from my profile pics, the changes I'm making in my aura, from the energy work that I'm doing on myself. It's pretty amazing. I'm seeking to level everyone up to their original rainbow crystalline frequencies fast. We're going through a transformation. And like I said, it takes time, but it's pretty amazing the future of humanity and where our bodies and, everything spiritual is headed. This is very temporary. That's why you see these things flaring up. They're dying. Yes, these systems are dying and the spiritual behind them because, like I said, we're going to keep raising up in frequency and the fourth dimension is about to be destroyed as well, just like the third. Really fast. So this negativity isn't going to exist anymore. They teach you that you need duality. You're taught duality from the second you come onto this planet, from good to bad, labeling things, dark, light, whatever it is with their words. They're teaching you duality, separation. And so we didn't need darkness like they teach you to learn or evolve. I assure you of that. These are different things. We came from places of light that were a high frequency where this stuff couldn't exist. And we're headed back there. We never needed that darkness. Rebecca Cavan, you're working on your non-romantic relationships. Like I said, it's amazing when you can vibe with the right people. It will just bring you up in frequency so fast. I love your mission. I love what you're doing with it. She's working with the kids too. We need to teach these kids. They haven't been indoctrinated and they need to be around the spiritual people too so that they can learn. It's pretty amazing, the ones that are working with these children. They're very gifted. They learn fast. They're like sponges. You don't even have to teach them. All you had to do is be in their vicinity and they will download everything you know off of you just from being around you. They're amazing little downloaders. So it's amazing that you guys are around them because they can just absorb all your knowledge and just like easily adapt to it. Arna Thompson. We have infinite, and I'm going to connect with you. You can come find me. I have been expert level avoiding people with the storm, but I've also been working a lot at the same time and just doing other stuff. I'm ready to go back to my attunements and activations and readings. I've been getting pulled all over the place. Because like I said, they were opening up dark portals and I was dealing with these editing issues and all the fun stuff. Like things I'm not into. But I'm willing to go and serve anywhere that I'm needed. So I see why I was. So we have infinite choices and probabilities. We create pathways with our mind. That's why if you're thinking of negative things, it's creating negative pathways and you're getting negative probabilities. So if we can think of things that we want, and better yet, bigger probabilities, right? I'm sorry, you wanted that average size dream house, you better start thinking of the mansion. Because it's creating a pathway, and you could win out and get that probability. That's how we create the probabilities that we get to pick from. So think bigger, unlimit your mind, be more positive. Yeah, a lot of people had a bad night or bad time with the storm just because of everything going on. I'm trying to read these. Marsha, we're manifesting hella cash today. We have one more day with this energy gateway, so I'm going to need you on point. I guess we're just manifesting hella cash for our missions. And I put a whole list about, I just want to live in a world where everyone's healthy and happy and none of that darkness can exist and, the things I see. So focus on what you want. Start stacking that hella cash in your mind, and we're going to focus on manifesting. And I have to go because I'm going to go play mermaid. Yeah, and I gotta slay that entity off my feet real quick, and then I'll go play mermaid. So I'll go ahead and I'll take my, I'll just get rid of that guy one sec, and then I'll take my 5-minute meditation break, and I'll be right back on my feet again. See you in a sec.